Did you miss me? Oh, kisses, thank you. What did she get up to whilst I was away? What did she do? You're not dobbing? Oh, interesting. Hi everybody, it's Matt here from Each Beautiful Day. And under the covers would be Miss Dyan.
Hi.
I'm back from my operation, heart operation.
Walking so far.
I know, she's just going to fall down here because it's easier to fall down rather than move around. I got back half an hour ago. It's afternoon, early afternoon. First came off the rank. That was the first good thing.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, there's a few classic things to this.
Move too much.
Oh, God, I've got to get comfortable, though.
Yeah.
That's not the easy part of things. Oh, shit, I'm falling apart, as I always do. Yeah, I actually have to be careful. Apparently, I'm not meant to drive for 3 days. Apparently, I'm meant to not lift anything for 5 days. So I can't mow the lawns. Sorry, the lawns aren't going to be mowed.
We're not doing anything for 5 days.
Now, sorry, my throat. Because I had to do a transesophageal ultrasound for placement as they actually do this tubation. Of course, I've got a fat lip. I don't know if you can see it. It really feels like trying to biff you. Can you? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels numb and sore.
I can see
the
it.
throat's really scratchy, which is the real main side effect, really, believe it or not, of this whole thing. So who am I? What are we doing here? So obviously I'm Matt. That's Dyan. We're from Each Beautiful Day. That's our channel. I had a heart surgery today over at Fiona Stanley Hospital in the cardiac ward. So angioplasty section, actually, which is cool. Thanks, doctor or specialist, the surgeon, Dr. Richard Clugston. Well done there. Good job. Like your work, like your suit. Well-dressed man. I like that. That's the first thing. When I got home, though, there's a few things to talk about in this video, so let's play catch up here. First thing, when I got home, someone's been in my kitchen. Someone has started to rearrange my kitchen, and I'm not even out of the house for a few hours, and someone has mucked my system up already. See what happens? You leave her just for a little bit. Yeah, you can hide underneath there. We know who it was. What were you thinking?
What was I thinking?
I know, efficiency. You thought OCD brain. You should got a better system. Apparently my system wasn't good enough.
I thought we could use the teaspoon measurement system with a
Now I've got more washing.
proper Tupperware container.
No, I've got extra more washing.
We need more Tupperware containers.
See what this leads to? You leave her for only a couple of hours and she's already shopping this and buying more Tupperware containers. Oh my God, now she's working above heights. She's not allowed to work above heights. You don't have a working above heights clearance ticket. God.
I needed it. I needed my crunchy donut biscuits.
Okay. They should all be accessible. I left the plate and a bowl down. The
bag was too executive functioning, fine motor skill problem.
Oh, autism problem 101, I think, in this
case.
case.
So I needed to modify it to suit me.
Okay, well, you did very well to be able to make your own donuts. Congratulations. How did you find getting the medications?
Yes, I did good because...
Okay, so Google Home Automation told Dyan what to take, when to take.
I took it early because I was so stressed about it.
Okay, I don't like
so
that.
At 12:15 instead of, 12:45.
That's okay. That's all right.
Okay, I'm taking it now because just in case I
Sure.
zone it out, I don't listen.
But the only problem there is if you forget and then you hear Google Automation tell you when you think I haven't taken it and then I take it again. It's always better to follow Google Automation.
But it says noon and evening.
I know, and that's a good part. So show me the containers so that people see what we've got a whole week of these, one for each day. These is normally our emergency for travel.
More of these.
So but those show the days.
6 times a day
show
I
the days.
take medicine. So
you can
that's
see
how it's like written out in different colours.
And that way I can separate the medications that Dyan needs.
Yeah.
And obviously I tested her with taking the liquid medications with the syringes and the amounts and had all that documented. So well done you got through that process. And luckily, oh, so lucky, because I was first cab off the rank this morning at the hospital, early bloody start, I was up at 5:30 this morning getting ready for this because I had to get the house ready, things sorted out. I had to have a shower, I had to do a chlorhexidine wash.
You have to do a proper wash, don't you?
And then obviously head off prior to peak hour business traffic
7.
to get there by 7, get a car park. That's always a challenge at the hospital. Number one is getting a car park. But as soon as I was just walking up to level 1, who are you? Matt? just the amount I want. You're first off. Always other people who are sitting at the front waiting in the chairs. Sorry guys, I got this timed. So that was good. I walked straight in, got my details done, straight on the Goonie and going through all the pre-op stuff. And I was the first cab, literally.
Scary.
No, I'm very relaxed and chilled with hospitals these days. I know what the procedures are. I can tell if it's a good doctor or a good nurse and if they know what they're doing. So that's fine. And I actually had a student nurse on, and believe it or not, I actually like it when the student nurse is on because they're more particular to the routines and understanding, and the nurses around them are better at actually trying to show them the appropriate training ropes so they also behave in an appropriate manner. So I think it's actually a win-win in a training hospital scenario.
There's a
So
lot of training
big
ones.
shout out to Oscar, who was the training nurse who did the
South
whole
African.
process all the way through. He did a very good job. I was actually
A lot of
happy with that.
Oscars in South Africa.
But because I was first cab off the rank, I was literally in theatre by 8:15.
Wow.
So that was, moving very, very quickly.
That's
I was able to
incredible.
get out of the hospital by 1 o'clock this afternoon. So that
incredible.
is a good thing. But there were a few dramas along the way. Before we get into that, so I actually now have a medical device implanted in me. So they actually give me a
kind of device?
document, a patient identification card. So that actually tells me, obviously for other future medical procedures and things like that. I've actually put this into my phone, as I do with all my
tracking you
medical
now.
record information. This is an American product, the Amplaster Talisman,
dear.
the PFO.
The Americans are tracking.
Occluder. It's a product by Abbott, which is Abbott Medical. But that's the little sleeve that gets put up through the artery all the way up into the heart and
Yeah, but like
connects the two channels to make sure there's no hole in the heart anymore. So yeah, there's a win there. There's no
a
hole.
foreign body. What if you're someone that has a foreign
Well,
body?
that's always a challenge too. So these are obviously a medical item, so the least likelihood of allergic type reaction. But for you, that's another story because Dyan, as we've seen from her intubation with her nasal gastric duodenum intubation, her body reacted negatively and actually rejected the tubation, and that became a medical emergency. So shit, I'd hate to have that happen with a heart thing because what the hell do they have to do then? They'd have to then go in and actually literally open up and remove the device. So they are the things that we have to test and be aware of if Dyan ever goes down that pathway, which is also a possibility for Dyan because she's got narrowing of her carotid arteries and a lot of symptoms around that because of her 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. Her genetic condition is very heart orientated actually. So funny, I'm the one who's having the first heart surgery. Really, it should have been her, to be honest, but they're keeping close eye on her and doing lots and lots of friggin' tests. I do. I have a genetic condition, lupus anticoagulant, so that's one of the things, thrombocytis and all the other sort of crap. But anyway, I've now got a long-term, permanent, never to be removed medical. Well, I don't think it's robotic. It's very simple.
Go flying somewhere if that ever happens.
Well, it's not metal, so it's not going to go ping, 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 ping. Which is I don't think it's metal. I think it's actually going to be some sort of
Yeah, they
plastic or whatever else that never.
They couldn't do metal, could they? Because if you went through a scan in an emergency, like from a car accident or something.
Well, yeah, you'd hate to
Then,
have something like a magnetic resonance where the magnet
Yeah.
pulls it and then does more damage. So yeah, no, that doesn't work. So
it's probably something else.
I would probably say that the case, and it's obviously something which is long term, which will never deteriorate, which is the main thing, because you can't obviously just go in there and replace these damn things. Like the poor old lady next to me who's getting her pacemaker battery changed. They only have a 10-year shelf life, and you have to go back in. But at least you don't have to remove the actual wiring into the heart. You just have to go in and change the battery unit over. So that was interesting. The poor old dear, she was going through that process today. So anyway, that's done. Job done. Let's see how that goes. I am very sore, I must admit. I've obviously got don't immerse me in water because I've got lots of holes. I think I will sink with all the holes. And that was the key, because of my blood thinning disorder, not just being on a Pixaban, which is like a warfarin. I had to be very cautious because when they prick holes and put things into me, I don't stop bleeding. So they put a lot of pressure on for 10 or 20 minutes and bandage it up and keep checking.
Gabby's dollhouse band-aid?
Ooh, a Gabby's dollhouse band is one of Dyan's special.
Finger, just to use
Okay, I've never heard anyone say, I've been dying to cut my finger just so I can put a band-aid on because the band-aid's so trendy. Who says that?
Danlos and thin skin.
Yeah.
I have a cut at least once a fortnight.
Well, I'm sure you're due to have one soon. It's okay.
Have one soon.
She found some new Gabby's
That's what
doll.
I really mean.
You got those at Aldi, didn't you? Is that where we found them? No, where did we find them?
Best. and less.
Best and less, that's right.
The
They had
best and
the
less,
Gabby's
you've doubled your
Dollhouse
prices.
Band-Aids.
You've doubled your prices.
She likes to collect things, weird things. She's got Disney Band-Aids, and now she has Gabby Doll's House. Then again, I've got Star Wars Band-Aids, so I'm not going to say anything, am I?
Minion Band-Aids. I'm just saying I'm willing to share.
Yeah. So the only real major side effects for this at the moment, as long as nothing moves and it shouldn't do, is really more about the sore throat. That'll heal in a couple of days' time, I'm hoping. That's a good idea, something to suck on. The lip will go down eventually. I've obviously got lots of these bandages, which I'll just need to keep changing because I've got to be careful with infection control. That's the main thing, so I'll keep an eye on that. But otherwise, that's ticked and done, but I have to rest.
I've got special wash if you need it. Like
you do? Well, we've
wash.
got the chlorhexidine, which is surgical wash.
I use that for my armpits, guys, because... yeah, it works effectively when you're a bedridden.
And we've got surgical wipes and everything else because we do a lot of bed bathing stuff for Dyan as well. So we are well prepared in that regards. But the difficult part of this procedure is really with me being on rest. It means that we're a little bit, I can't just pop down to the shop and I can't go and do your shopping list. I can't go and lift heavy things.
No, we're on holidays for
can't
5
even drive.
days.
Don't ask.
Shh,
Don't ask
we're
how I
camping
got
here.
home. I teleported from the hospital and home. So, shh. But
that's naughty.
But that's we don't have supports and things in place. And remember, I was expecting, had to take my frigging bag in because I was told I was staying in overnight. They were so happy, and obviously because they knew I was a carer, they put me in the morning one, and even better, they put me as the first cab off the rank. So they've given me the maximum amount of time and lots of eyes on, keeping an eye on me, checking me to make sure that I'm not bleeding out and doing something silly.
It makes me really mad. I'm sorry, family.
Oh, look, forget that. I can't. Don't give a shit.
Disgusting. You should have picked your father.
Whatever. But anyway, I'm happy that the hospital really accommodated for me because I am a carer and understanding the support needs and being very supportive and understanding through that process. So well done to Fiona Stanley Hospital. You lifted your game there and it did help me out and it helps us out in that regard. And I appreciate also that we've got a nice neighbour.
Yeah,
sorry.
Ella helped me this morning.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about that.
No, but hang on.
Yeah.
We're on a 5-day holiday, so hold him to it, everybody in the comments. If you see him doing anything out of line, support me to... okay, not literally, because of course...
I've got blood thinning disorder.
Yeah, like there's problems, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of problems, and she's one of them.
He's a bit fucked up.
Trust me, I'm really fucked up.
Let's just
oh, God.
make him be good. But, okay.
So
can I tell
no, I want you to tell the story because it so frustrates me. And I got the messaging when I had come out of operation. I'm thinking, shit, already there's a drama. And I've got messages coming from Dyan. What's the frigging drama? Why can there not be a... No, that's fine. I'd rather you do that. But why does there have to be a drama on the day, in the morning, when I have an operation? What happened?
This coffee. Hot coffee is the best, guys. I'm sorry. It's better than all of them. Okay, so what happened was I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Okay, I'm chilling.
Yep, you're about to have a shower.
Okay? I'm saying my prayers. I'm making sure there's good vibes going towards Sir for his situation. Thinking of him too, of like, the yuckiness of hospitals and it's not fun. So anyway, I get this message from Ella checking on me and I'm like, thank you, Ella.
Our neighbour.
Doing great.
Lovely.
Thank you, Ella. Appreciate that. And she said, I'll see you this afternoon. I said, yep, see you then. Sounds good. Okay. And then the doorbell goes, and so I sent her a message because I was like,
we've got two things. We've got a Ring doorbell that's set up automatically to detect if anyone walks into our zone, into our area for security.
Just for safety,
so it alerts, and obviously a doorbell so that someone can ring, so it doesn't have to differentiate if I'm not. So I can also see if I'm remotely on my phone. But we are meant to have an intercom system.
Okay, so
what happened?
Basically, guys, I am a vulnerable person. Listed in the NDIS as that. They are meant to call from the intercom, and I have an intercom at my front door, a screen, and
for security purposes,
and I can let them in or not let them in. Okay, so basically, I know he was at my door, so I thought it was Ella. So I just said, "Oh, Ella, I'm about to get in the shower," and I knew that she's probably off to work or whatever. So I thought, "All good." She's like, "Yeah, no worries," and then she's like, "It wasn't me. It's not me at your door." And then she sent another message saying, I'm coming to your door now. So luckily she came around to come to the door, and obviously had words with him. Thank you, Ella, for that. Gosh, what a rude.
Tradie.
Okay, what a rude. So anyway, by this time I'm hearing Ella, so I answer the door because I'm sorry. I have been raised by my uncles and that. I do not want to be alone with a strange man unless I trust a man, know
For your
a
own
man,
personal security,
and it's
safety.
just my own
Fair enough.
feelings of how I feel towards
Yep.
a presence of a certain guy.
Yep, absolutely.
I
I get
will
it.
be alone with that man. But this person I do not know. So I was like, I don't even want to answer the door.
So can I also add two things to this?
What?
And it's very important that you said it. In your personal security, because you are a vulnerable person, you are obviously small and you don't have enough strength to be able to manage yourself. You've been in a lot of risque and dangerous situations. So you do, and we should have a legally available and accessible for females in Australia to make it as a safety precaution without having to go full ballistics with pew-pews.
It's legal in WA,
So well, that must have only changed because it didn't used to. But there's two things here. The person who was actually at the door was a tradesperson who'd come to actually look at the door automation and the UPS system. Well, no, it's before that. Let's back up a step. This person was told to contact and make an appointment, a booking, so that we can schedule what a suitable time is. And of course, as a tradesperson, didn't give a shit, didn't do that, rocks up.
4 weeks ago he was supposed to do this action.
4 weeks ago, he's failed to come back multiple times and had actually said to the provider, oh no, the job is done. I looked at the provider and they looked at me going, the job hasn't been done. We're still waiting for it. What's going on?
So here I am, and you know, it's a bit like, I guess, let me relate it to the mama bear thing. You know, when your child, like, you know, they say a lot about, I saw on TikTok, a lot of these mums saying how, you know, what that mum did for her baby and all this. And all of us mums would take a bullet for our child. We'd die for our children, okay? That's me, right? I would take a bullet for my children and they're grown adults. So I answered the door, and because of him being in heart surgery, I'm like, when I looked at him and I looked at him up and down and I said, not today. My husband's having heart surgery and I'm not dealing with this today. So you're going to have to come back later. And I was literally like sort of trying to do I've learnt this in social stories, trying to turn towards Ella as if to say, fuck off, right? Because it's like, how rude, because he kept engaging.
Yeah.
He didn't even apologise. He didn't even say, wow, like you're disabled, because they know this is a disability.
And there's the other point. So pause for a moment. With SDA, Specialist Disability Accommodation, there's actually a lot of rules around access. And in fact, there's actually rules stipulated by the providers of SDA that you can't have any tradesperson turn up. They have to actually be certified to work with disabilities. They have to be safety checked, security checked, you know, working with children, all those sort of things, to know how to deal with and interact with people with disabilities. Big failure in that regard. And here's a bad thing. I'm not going to mention specific names, but we've actually had another tradie recently in the complex who came in and installed a certain utility, not just to us, but to another apartment, and then hit up on one of the residents at that apartment. Left a message on their car saying, hey, you're hot, you're cute, I'd love to connect. Here's a phone number. Give me a call.
Okay. But we free guys, you know. No,
okay, you little Miss 50. But the point is, no wonder people like Dyan who feel vulnerable and insecure
you do.
Then have concerns when you have actual tradesperson who can rock up bypassing security, bypassing arrangements and organising contacts and appointments, and then have direct access and have actually had, not this particular one, but other ones who have actually hit on other participants who are vulnerable and could be taken advantage of, not on. So it is a concerning sort of thing. So I'm sorry for your experience.
No one's going to hit on me.
Oh, honey.
But like, you know, there's some young women here. And there's a lot of women here. There's a lot of, look, the stats for disability is for women, okay, because of our genetics and our structure, okay? Ask any doctor. We're more fragile.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, ladies, but we are.
And a lot of people with autism and your condition who've got vulnerabilities, anxieties, and fear. Fear is a part of 22q 11.2 Deletion Syndrome.
Yeah.
So I don't like that.
I don't know the dude. It's like we're living in a day. No, but we're living in a day and age, and I'm just going to say this, and I know that and this is actually a warning to Australians, because
Yeah.
I'm born Australian. However, I have a migrant family on one side, and I'll tell you this: they came from South Africa. I mean, originally from England and Scotland, but anyway, they decided they wanted hotter weather, so they went to South Africa.
As you do.
So, but when it got to like violent, and my pa was anti-war, and when the first son was about to go to service, he was like, So anyway, he took everyone to Australia. But when I went there for 6 months and lived there in South Africa, there's one thing I learned. I learned how to shoot a gun from one of my pa's brothers, okay? Because it was like, this is life and death. You could be in a situation of life and death. And I'm like 7, 8, 9 years old. I don't even know.
You would have been
Okay?
8 years of age.
And I'm like, and I was like, sort of being
That's pretty
like
confronting,
this. And he was like, no, I need you to listen.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
They're trying to get through a very important
So
message
after
to you,
being in
personal
this
safety.
country for 6 months, I learned a lot about the world.
Yeah.
It is not a safe place everywhere.
Yeah.
And Australia is showing the signs
Yep.
of the beginning of where South Africa was going.
Definitely.
And I'm sorry, but we are in those times.
Definitely.
And some people might think, oh my gosh, just live your life, stop overreacting to things or whatever. You know what? If you get rid of your instincts
Yep.
and you get rid of your knowing your surroundings, which ask anyone who's worked in the military, ask anyone who's
Yeah.
worked for the CIA, if you are stupid and you don't notice your surroundings,
Personal
then
security,
you are
personal
going to be
safety.
the victim.
You become responsible
Fact.
for yourself.
You're going to be the victim.
But here's a big call out to males, and particularly if you're in the trade industry.
Fuck off.
Okay, professionalism first and foremost. Don't ever go on site on a trade job and hit up on females who are
Oh,
the
yeah, no, that's just...
resident, the person you're doing the job for, or anything else.
There's got to be this...
That absolutely breaks down a sense of trust,
How about
professionality, let alone safety and security, and that should never happen. So
Yeah.
not
And
good.
also, if look, there's situations, and just for any autistics here, if you want it to be more clear, we're not talking about situations like where they've created a kind of like little friendship because they've bumped into each other
Yeah.
a few times, and there's a mutual flirting.
Yeah.
That's different. But when this is totally like one-sided, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay? Just
It is.
letting you know in case you don't know, because I know that's not what
Sorry,
some people's intentions
Sorry,
are.
I'm rotating.
Oh, look at the baby.
I'm glad you're over here and not on the bed, because you know what?
Lay down.
Oh,
Space sheets.
God, I feel a bit dizzy actually, so I need to rest up.
Idiot.
Thank you. Love you too. I do notice that I've still got...
So long.
The cat didn't like me when I came in because I
Yeah.
smelt of pre-operative stuff, and obviously I've
The cats
got all
like
these
going-
things over me. They're obviously going to bruise, and you know how it goes. So,
Okay, you're right.
yep. Oh well, but I can't have a shower yet anyway. So,
No,
sorry, Willow. You're just gonna have to put up with all the chlorhexidine
fine.
pre-operative smells.
you're fine.
I'm gonna put my feet up and rest. So I thought we'd just come on, do a quick little touch base. All's gone successful so far. Touch wood.
Ah.
We'll be fine. But you can see from the experience, the preparation that we've put into place at least made things easier for both of us. There are a lot of hurdles in it for a person with disability and a carer when you're isolated, when you're an orphan, when you're alone and you don't have the informal supports or family
Yeah.
supports. And it does put us at risk, and it does make things harder still. So it is important to build up those
'Cause
informal
I'd
supports, because
bunk it
unfortunately the
down
NDS
for
aren't
safety
always
as well.
available and aren't always reliable. So you would have
But
bunked
I
it down
predicted
and
it.
relaxed.
I said to you, I said,
Oh.
I bet you this idiot's
Course.
going to turn up when you're in hospital, and he's like,
And
no,
everything
no,
you do
he
to
won't.
get in front of and make sure that things don't happen, you just can't control people who do the wrong things and go against
And
everything that's been
tradespeople
arranged.
just stop fucking turning up.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that recently too with...
It's not hard to message, to phone, seriously, or schedule.
Oh, yeah,
not
the,
that hard.
the disability mattress. No fucking call. No
Yeah.
fucking text. No fucking email.
And for
just
us,
turns the fuck up.
Diane has just been in the shower, for example.
I was naked.
I could be doing
I
a
was
medical
naked.
procedure. What if she's having a seizure and I'm having to manage her during a seizure for
naked.
aspiration, or even
What if I was
post-seizure
doing
she
a
could be
fake
paralysed?
turn?
What if she is naked or doing
I
fake
haven't
turn?
done that in years.
But I'm just saying, you need to schedule, and this is the thing, life isn't
Yeah.
just that easy. Even just simply the interruption between meal preparations, Every little thing is so important to have on schedule. And for an autistic, scheduling, routine,
I don't like surprises.
surprises
at the front
are
door.
not a good thing. And we, again, that's why we have an apartment. That's why we have security. That's why we have security
That's why we have a
camera and an
security
intercom.
door.
That's why we even have the Ring doorbell on the
That's why
front.
we have an intercom.
We have so many steps to provide that reliability of safety, distance, security,
But
and
everyone's
everything else.
acting here at the moment like it's just optional. And it's like, no, like, let's treat this place, everybody that works here, like a real place. Because for a lot, like, majority of us, it's a home.
It's a home
It's
first,
not a
yeah.
business. For you, it's a business if you're a carer or a tradesperson, but I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah.
It's my fucking home.
Yeah, and there is a
And you
different
get
level of
paid
needs when
a
it comes to
goddamn
disability
shit
housing.
ton of money.
Yeah.
Every single person that does work on these houses for NDIS get paid well above
And look, it may have been
beyond.
convenient for him, and he may have had a cancellation elsewhere and he's
No,
bounced
shit.
over.
Did he actually message?
No,
Did you have anything
I
on
have
your phone?
no email, no phone call, no
That's
text
fucked.
message,
That's
no
fucked.
communication.
Because I
And
assumed that
he has been
maybe.
told specifically
No,
by
but
the
I
provider
assumed.
to arrange a time with us that's convenient.
But guess what? I
Didn't happen.
assumed that you'd probably have a message on your
Nope.
phone, a text message or
No,
something.
the only
I'm
message I got
surprised.
coming out of surgery was
Why
you
am I
going, "Oh my
surprised?
God!" So I'm going, "Oh
I
my
just
God!"
wanted you to know,
Yeah,
but
no, that's all fun.
I didn't want you
Exactly.
to stress about it because
So
Ella and
that
I
was our
handled
morning
it.
operation. Tick, done.
And Ella was wonderful because
Thank you, Ella.
she
Again,
was up
it's
and
great to
ready,
have those
obviously,
sort of
to go
informal
out for her
supports
day.
nearby
So she was able to sort of
in that moment.
step in that moment and sort of be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, what are
help
you
you
doing
out.
here?" Because she knows what it feels like. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's just tacky. It's like, dude, like
Yep.
first off, they're not supposed to come to our front door.
No.
Like we said, intercom.
That's
There's
what
an
it's there
intercom,
for.
right, and then there's an unlock button.
Yeah.
So if it's someone I don't know or trust, I'm not gonna let them in.
No.
If I know them and trust them, hell yeah, I'll let them in.
Absolutely.
That's the reason for the intercom.
Funny about that.
They're not even meant to get to your front door.
Indeed. Well,
And I was trying to log into the Ring doorbell and I was like, careful.
it's
Careful.
okay. I know. Sorry, I moved my leg.
I'm so stressed. I'm like,
Well, I need a drink because my throat is parched, and I'm not surprised because I had to fast obviously
I'm ready
beforehand.
to like
That's
call
food and
000.
drink.
I have to keep saying not 911,
Not-
000,
Yes, Australia, honey. It's
not 111.
no 000 over here. We
Too
don't.
many
we-
emergency numbers that they put
we
on the
don't need that in
television.
here. No emergency
Gets
here.
confusing.
We're already set up for a hospital. Thank goodness for that. We've got everything we need. We just
Yeah,
need
we
to
do
relax. So
actually, don't
unfortunately, the do not disturb sign
It's
is
a
on the door.
5-day
Bye everybody for a
Well-
few days at the release. We're just chilling and relaxing.
It's a 5-day
See how long that lasts for.
camp.
As long as she
down.
doesn't go to the kitchen and start rearranging my kitchen again, then I'm going to have words.
You don't get a choice because you're
Oh,
on bed rest.
I get a choice, or I'm going to send the
No
cat
choice.
in. Willow.
It's already
Attack.
in a container. It looks wonderful. But
Won't last long. Don't worry
when
about
the 5 days are over, or however long
Mhm.
it takes to heal, because it might take longer, you don't know, who
Mhm.
knows. Chill until you feel right.
it. I will.
And I'm assuming you're going to your doctor to get checked. Or an outpatient
No,
check.
they'll be in touch if I need to.
Anyway, when you're okay,
Yeah, I'll need to do an ultrasound on the
I
heart
saw
just to
that
see how it
funny
goes. What? With
nose
the twitch.
thing.
Funny
What did
thing.
it mean?
Was
what did it
It was
mean,
a twitch.
guys?
I've got some sort of twitch thing.
But I'm just saying, the Tupperware cupboard, it's got the label, but there's no Tupperware in there.
There's enough Tupperware.
No.
You're not
No.
fitting the spaces like a goldfish bowl just because there's space to do so. We have
No,
efficient.
it's not about
of
filling
what
the
we
space.
need.
It's about buying
Anyway,
things I actually...
I'm not getting
Where's
into
the purple
another.
one with the scoop, by the way?
What purple one with a scoop?
There was a purple Tupperware container with my icing sugar in it for my donuts. And it had a little scoop in it as well.
There's a
And
lot
it
of things
came
in that
together.
cupboard, but because you're a small person, you can't really see up and have a look inside to see what's
So
in.
it's in there somewhere.
There may be something in there. There's a lot of
Oh
things that are
my
stacked, packed, and racked
God.
for a
So I'm
reason.
going to have to repack it into another one and wash that one and put that one back.
Oh god, that sounds hard already. Guys, thank you very much for joining us in our journey. Appreciate that. Give us a big thumbs up. I've got through today.
And
I'm a bit scratchy in my throat. My
apologise
sorry
if
there.
there's any tradies out there or
Oh, there were
your
some very
partner's
good
a
tradies.
tradie. I'm
Very
not
good.
saying you're all
Very
like this.
polite.
I'm not stereotyping.
Organised.
I'm
Great
talking-
communication.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Mhm.
this specific person.
He's notorious. Don't do it again, dude.
Notorious.
Frustrating. And for the other guy who hits on chicks, fuck off. Sorry, it's not appropriate to go into vulnerable locations and do that sort of behaviour. People feel intimidated,
It makes...
frightened.
When I was younger and I used to
Not
get
on.
this, it just feels creepy. Don't do it.
Yep. No. And look, I've seen it a couple of times now in even the previous disability accommodation where we're at. Tradies think it's an open opportunity and they see vulnerable
I
females.
used to get wolf whistled in my day.
It's like,
At least that doesn't happen
Jesus,
anymore.
guys, you do not know
You
the
couldn't even just
ramifications
walk
of what it does
past
to
a building
some females.
house
And
without being wolf whistled in
Yeah,
my day. That's
exactly.
how rude they were. And it's like, excuse me,
Yeah,
like, behave. I've got uncles that have taught me how to.
that's right.
Fine.
Yes, you have. All right, guys, if you've got comments or questions, leave them below. Thanks very much for the support and
Bye.
joining us in this journey. Don't forget to subscribe,
Rest.
hit the notification bell,
Tell
and we'll
him.
see you in another episode real soon.
Rest.
Bye, guys. Love you and leave you. See ya.
Rest.